Hi, I'm Mo. Welcome to CommissionCrowd. First and foremost, we'd like to say thank you very much for signing up and joining us on the platform. We endeavor to make sure that you have a successful journey and to boost your sales. Now, this video is dedicated to getting you up to speed and getting your opportunity as close as possible to 100% completeness before your success strategy meeting. So when you log into the platform, by default, you will see that you will land on the dashboard. On the dashboard, you want to open the setup guide. Now, you can see here that it's landed on stage 6 on the setup guide here. Reason being is because I already have a complete profile and the setup guide lands at the stage where you're currently at. So by default, when you open up the setup guide, you'll be at step 1, which is complete your sales opportunity. So if you go ahead and click that, it will take us to the edit page. Now, on your edit page, on the right-hand side, you will see a scale which measures the completeness level of your opportunity. What you also want to do as well is open a preview screen, which will open up another tab, and it will enable you to view your opportunity exactly the way the agent would see it. Now, it is recommended for you to not set your opportunity as active while editing your profile, as it is on an autosave function. So if you're mid-editing and the agent goes into your profile, they will see it exactly that way. So it's always important to unpublish your profile before editing. My profile is currently unpublished, but it is the same button to unpublish and publish, essentially. So if we go straight into it now, the first field is the opportunity name. Now, as soon as I clicked into that field, you'll see that a tooltip opened, which gives you a description of what to do or what you should be populating the field with. Right? So with the opportunity name, you want to make sure that your opportunity name is very exciting and captivating to the agent, as you want to help them readily identify if they know anybody in their network who they can sell your product or service to. So in your title, you want to include what you're selling and who you're selling it to. But at the same time, you want to make it sound as exciting as possible. Now, your short summary section should really consist of similar things, but it's more of an elaboration of what the title is. Really, at most, it should be at 3 paragraphs, but typically it would be at 2, within which you would cover the key points, which would be who you are and what you do. The second point is what you're selling and what sort of solution it provides in the market. And the third point is who your typical client is. Now, the next section would be the USP section. Now, in this section, at a very high level, you would explain what makes you so unique in the market, what makes you stand out from the competitors. Following on from then, you get the commission percentage. Now, with the commission percentage, you will basically specify the commission that you're offering. Now, don't worry about what other companies may be offering on the platform. You know your margins better than anybody else. And the aim of the game here is to be as generous as you can with the agent. The more generous you are, the more the agent would want to work for you. Now, regarding the commission details field, now if your commission structure is a bit more complex, say for example, if you're offering recurring commission, you would explain in this field here. The next part is the selling method. Now, the selling method is really important to include all the selling methods where you think it's possible to sell your product or service. The reason why I say this is because every agent has their own preferred selling method. Now, moving on to industries, you would select your specific industry in which you operate in. So where the field says your industry, the industries that which you would select will be the industries which are directly related to what you do. Whereas your target industries would be the industries in which you endeavor to sell in. Products and services keyword tags now. So this section here basically is a pool of keywords which are preset into the system. It's more about thinking about the words that are related to what you do. So say, for example, if I write medical or medicine, it will present a set of words of which I can select. I will select the relevant keyword. The key here is to add as many keywords as possible, as you don't know what an agent might select as a keyword when they're searching for a company. The next section is territory, which is pretty much self-explanatory. And you've also got requirements as well. So now here, you've got minimum sales experience required. Now, agents tend to come from an employed sales background going into an independent sales background. Typically, the agent tends to go into independent sales at the point where they're at the prime of their career and they feel that their network is saturated. So it's very safe to assume that the agents that are presented in the search results will have a network. Nonetheless, as you will find out following our meeting, you'll be able to see if the agent has an existing network of contacts or not. You can also add custom questions as well. So if there's any specific sort of requirements that you have regarding the agent when they apply for your opportunity, this is a section in which you would add it. And these custom questions aren't presented on the opportunity, but you'll be able to see them when the agent will be able to see them when they are applying for your opportunity. Now, the next section is about the opportunity. About the opportunity is where you provide the most insight regarding it. You need to put yourself in the mindset as if the agent is sitting in the same room as you, and they've pretty much said, "Hi, I've read a little bit about your opportunity and I'm interested. Can you tell me a little bit more?" Now, naturally, you'd want to set your tone towards the agent. The structure in which you would form, the structure in which you would explain what the opportunity is would be, obviously, you'd explain who you are, what you do, and what you sell, who your typical client is, and what you're trying to achieve. And then you would naturally move on to what the agent would be doing if they were to undertake the opportunity. Now, moving on to more about the opportunity now. Why should self-employed sales professionals consider working with your opportunity? Now, this section is where you really sell your opportunity to the agent. The agent has options other than yourself on the platform. So you really need to focus on the factors that make you unique. What makes you stand out from the crowd? These are the essential things that sell your opportunity. Not only that, but the factors that can benefit the agent as well. One of the key factors is potential earnings. That's definitely something to touch on. And the other things as well. Say, for example, perhaps it may be a certain type of innovation that your company may possess, from which you may bear fruit in the future. And you also want to touch on your core values as an organization, such as honesty, integrity, and reliability. But also you want to touch on the importance of ensuring that every single one of your clients have the best possible experience when working with you. In the next section, what kind of self-employed sales professional do you feel is best suited to this opportunity? Now, this section is purely value judgment, of course. You know what you're looking for better than anybody else. What I would say in this section is to be very clear on what is mandatory and what is desirable. The reason why I say this is because there may be an agent that you come across who may not exactly meet the criteria that you're looking for, but they're close enough for you to work with them and close enough for you to have a successful working relationship with them. In the next section, now this is the final part of the written section on your opportunity. This section would explain to the agent how you would provide the training and support. Now, you don't want to obviously produce information that is delicate, as to say, but you just want to, at a high level, let the agent know how you will be supporting them. And it's also helpful to reassure the agent by letting them know that help is at hand whenever they may require it. Now, the next section, now make it look good. Now, the first part is replace logo image. Now, as you will see in the next step, your company profile is where you initially place your logo image, but if you want to replace it, you can replace it here. A very important part of your opportunity, aesthetically, is your banner. Now, your banner image you want to upload, but when you upload it, you want to upload it at a dimension which is very similar to this dimension here. If you require any assistance in producing this, please contact us and let us know. We're more than happy to help. In the product and services gallery, you can add up to 5 images. This is strongly recommended once again, as it contributes towards your completeness. Generally speaking, the typical images that I would recommend to upload would be anything that would showcase your product or services potential to sell. So if you've had any big clients, very well-known clients, and you have the permission to use their logo, then I would recommend that you use that, or any sort of accreditations or awards that you have won. If not, I would add any image that is related to what you do or what you sell or your brand. Finally, it comes to the video. So you can also copy and paste the video URL here if you have a company video. However, the video needs to be on YouTube, Vimeo, or Wistia video. Okay, so once you've done that stage, you've completed stage 1. Now we can access the setup guide also from the left-hand pane here. You will be at step 2 once you've completed editing your opportunity. So the second step is completing your company profile. Now, as you can see, it's general details that you will need to add about your company. However, these details will not be shown on your opportunity. And then you'd want to upload a logo image, which will be in a square dimension. And you'd also want to add a short summary. Now, your short summary should be 1 or 2 sentences, just briefly explaining who you are and what you do. Whereas about your company, I would recommend, if you have a website, of course, to just copy the content from your About Us page. And then you would continue filling out the basics, and you can also add accreditation badges as well. So if there's any sort of awards, or if you've had any special feature that would give you some recognition, I would recommend you add it to this section here. And finally, you can also add other social media links. Now, once you complete this field, your opportunity should be near on 100% completeness. However, even before you proceed with that, please view the Help Center. So once you select Help Center on the left-hand side, it opens up help.commissioncrowd.com. In your interest, you want to select Guide to Getting Started for Companies. And before your opportunity, you want to also select How to Create the Perfect Sales Opportunity. It comes with a preface, and then you'd select the link, which opens up another tab in which the sales opportunity template lies. Please use this for general guidance, as this will help you write your opportunity in a way that is preliminarily more attractive to agents. Of course, once we have a meeting together, in your success strategy meeting, we can rough over the edges, and nonetheless, we will definitely ensure that your opportunity is agent ready. In the meantime, I will thank you very much for taking your time out to watch this video. And I look forward to speaking to you soon for our success strategy meeting. Thank you very much.